to another Short Puppet Review. I'm Avery, and once again I have RJ with me to discuss the Steven Universe movie. You do know something about Steven Universe, right, boss?
Do I know anything about? Listen to him, as if we never talk about anything outside of puppetry. Ugh. Yes, I've seen Steven Universe. In fact, one of my first cartoon corners was over the Steven Universe special, Wanted. So I like to think that I've got a pretty fair amount of knowledge on subject.
Oh, good. So what we are going to do is first I am going to give my review of the movie as someone who hasn't seen much of the series, and then we'll get RJ's review as someone who knows a lot about the series. So much that she's actually made some Cartoon Corner reviews on it. So without further ado, let's get started. So for me, the Steven Universe movie is a pretty fun time. We've got all of these magical alien creatures known as gems that live in peace with a city of humans on planet Earth. Apparently, it's what most of the show led up to, and our titular character, Steven Universe, is just hanging back with his main crew, consisting of Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl, and enjoying some peace and quiet in his life. But all of a sudden, this wacky, stretchy cartoon gem known as Spinel implants a device to kill all life on Earth, along with damaging our main crystal gems. It's up to Steven to save his friends and planet Earth. I can see why people enjoy this show. The animation is simple and charming, the color palette is soft and beautiful, the characters are fun, and Steven definitely shines bright. It's his relationships with the other characters that progress the story along, and he uses what he's learned with his friends to try and redeem the villain Spinel. This must happen frequently, because there were quite a few jokes about other gems being redeemed by Steven in the past. Steven defeats his enemies not in glorious battle, but by reaching to the core of their problem and leading them to come to terms with their situation and guides them into a mature growth. It's really interesting how much emotional situations are explored here, and all with the high stake of losing all life on Earth in the background. You know, for kids. It's truly a fun time. However, if you're not someone who likes musicals, this movie will probably get under your skin. There are a lot of songs. And the tone and the melody of those songs are pretty catchy and sweet and aesthetically matching to the art style, but they happen very frequently and are often used in replacement of certain dialogue. So if a lot of singing isn't something you enjoy, you probably won't like this movie very much. Other than that, it was a lot of fun, and I'm glad I saw it. Now, RJ will give her thoughts based on her knowledge of the show. Take it away!
Thanks, Avery. Well, Steven Universe fans are in luck, because this movie provides everything we enjoy in the show. The characters, the music, and the lovely animation. The story, however, doesn't really take the show any farther than it's already been pushed, and while Spinel is an intriguing villain for Steven to redeem, she didn't pose as much of a threat to me as White Diamond had for so long, or even Jasper to a certain extent. However, the aging glow-ups on all the characters is great to see. You know how dedicated the fandom is when the first freak out when we see the trailers is that Steven has a neck! We also get a sense of what's been going on in Beach City after the end of the last season, and we get a lot of great moments with our usual crew along with others like the people in the town, with Connie, and with Lapis, Peridot, and Bismuth. The three of them actually have a great musical number in this movie. Again, this doesn't really expand the story any further than we've already seen. Steven and friends are having a peaceful time. Some gem from Steven's mom's past crashes down and threatens everything Steven cares about. Steven redeems said gem. It's a plotline we've seen in the show numerous times. Now, the stereotypical plotline could be mainly due to trying to bring in a wider audience, and I did see I think it was a Rolling Stones article that talked about how the movie can be a great introduction to Steven Universe as a whole. Let me be blunt here and say, it is not. Since this movie takes place after all the major reveals and events in the show, people coming into it for the first time wouldn't have the same suspense and intrigue that the fandom had experiencing the show from the very beginning. The movie doesn't hide the fact that rose quartz was pink diamond. It doesn't hide the character development of all of our main characters, and while a first-time viewer might be able to appreciate what Steven Universe is from just the movie, it is certainly not a good introduction to the show overall. The Steven Universe movie is more of highlighting the show. It shines on the best parts of the show and the depths these characters have gotten to over time. The main conflict of this movie is that Spinel regresses Garnet, Pearl, and Amethyst back to when they were first formed, and in turn, Steven's powers are also regressed. Steven has to unlock what grew each of his friends into the people he knows and loves, and it's that discovery of the essential pieces of each character that feels almost like a love letter to the whole show. You've seen the struggle and challenges these characters have faced. You've seen them take down their biggest foes. Now here's one last battle to reflect all that these characters have been through. It's really beautiful. And while first-time viewers might not understand all of the lore of the gems, they can certainly appreciate that Steven Universe is truly something very special, and something that speaks to many different people. I didn't want to spoil much for those of you that haven't seen it yet, so let this review be a little taste of what there is to enjoy with the Steven Universe movie. If you're interested in anything Steven Universe at all, you should definitely go check it out.
Well, there you have it. The movie aired on Cartoon Network yesterday, so hopefully they will replay the movie in the future. If you haven't seen it yet and want to, there are probably lots of ways to view it online as well.
That's how I saw all the episodes for Cartoon Corner reviews. The internet can truly be a magical place, where we all band together to watch cartoons because we don't own cable.
You and I go to very different parts of the internet. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed this special short puppet review. RJ's probably not gonna join me for any more, so if you like this, put a pause up and press that like button.
If you've seen the movie, comment below on some of your favorite parts. Like I mentioned, I really enjoyed the song with Lapis, Peridot, and Bismuth, and Spinel's song at the beginning is also really catchy. Let us know what moments or songs you enjoyed the most during this too.
And as always, feel free to comment a suggestion for future movie reviews. I always take a look at them to see what's out there and what I can review, because I pretty much cover everything and anything.
Oh, so does that mean you're going to be doing It Chapter 2? Wait, are you scared of clowns, Avery?
No, I'm not scared. It's just, non-specific excuse.
Huh. Surprised Spinel's cartoonish, clownish face didn't freak him out. Well, subscribe and ring the bell to be notified on future videos. We've got the end of OKKO coming up this week, Cartoon Fanatics, so I'll see you then. And, Avery, are you gonna come back? Avery? No? I guess not. I don't know how he usually ends these. How do you end these? Oh, we are the crystal gems. We'll always save the day. And if you think we can't, we'll always find a way. That's why the people of this world believe in Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl, and Steven.